So the last part I seemed excited. I'm not. This is a hard level.
23 levels. I gotta be near the end. I just gotta.
Yeah, hopefully we are, because this is really getting tedious. I'm just going to go right, because right sounds like a good direction. And we're thrown into this mess of a room. So it's more, we can't do anything. If we go in there, we get trapped, so we have to hit the switch. And we have to control this goblin. It won't be hard to keep him over the wall, though. And so, if you haven't noticed, the theme of this level is we are using our goblin friends as our bait. What do I mean by that? We're manipulating goblins. I hope you don't mind. So we got this little tricky room where it's just basically stuff we've done before. I don't know why that part was inserted, but I guess it's to do something with the goblin, but basically we have to maneuver this goblin to our liking. And I think that's pretty much the best way to maneuver it, because if we try to turn our sword, the goblin's going to start trying to surround us. Any case, we got to put the goblin in here. He should go in there willingly. Maybe not willingly, but, you know. And then we got this area up here, which may seem hard, but it isn't. This is like a... After all the hard swarmers we've done before, this is kind of pointless. But, you know, you can have it, I guess. An interesting challenge that I actually want to try out. No, it's impossible. I was going to say an interesting challenge would be trying to get another monster in there, but that's impossible. That would have been funny. That would have been really funny. Oh well. It's always fun to do something the non-intended way, because, you know, it's just like, wow. Who knew that could have happened? So once he's in there, we can kill him. And that's it for this room. Not much more to say about that. It's just guide the goblin. And now this is red for a reason. Red blood for annoying. This is a hard... Yeah, this is the hardest room. Yes, this is the hardest room in the entire hold. Not the entire hold, the entire level, but how do I explain this? Our goal here is to get one goblin in there and one goblin in there, which means we have to walk this entire trapdoor path and this entire trapdoor path to get them through. Now, there is a flaw to this room. There is actually a way to do it with one goblin. It's just because there's one slight flaw to how you can maneuver the goblin. It has to be pixel perfect, but you can still use one goblin to kill both snakes. So there's a challenge scroll in this room that says use both goblins. Nuntar didn't like that people could cheaply get through this room, and so he put a challenge as the original, which is use both goblins, which I'm sure he registered it as both snakes have to die before both goblins die. So, or something. I don't know how he programmed it to be done. But basically, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a project. So what we're going to do is get both goblins stuck in there, because what we don't want to do is we don't want them to go in towards us with this way, because if they go in here, it is possible to get them back over here, but it's really difficult, and it doesn't work a lot of the time. And we got situations like that where these goblins want to be a little annoying. So maybe we want to push one of them over there. There we go. But basically we want to get both of them in there. And we want them to both be on the right side. We want them to stay right there. Now next, I actually managed to get through this left side the first time I played with both goblins. I got through this entire left lane. It's almost impossible though. I don't want to spend time doing it. I think what you're supposed to do, emphasis on I think, because I actually don't know. Don't quote me on this, because I will probably mess this up horribly. is I think you're supposed to trap one of the goblins right there. Like so. Once we do that, it becomes strangely easier. Because, yeah, if I did it with one, you would have seen both goblins going through this corridor and it become a pain. A big pain. I'm actually making this look really easy. That was not... I've never got the... I did the unintended way because I didn't believe Nuntar when he said it was possible. But I actually never been able to have that go so smoothly right there. That was more smooth than I could have asked for. That turned out more smoothly. Of course, maybe it didn't turn out smoothly at all. But I think we don't want these guys to really just kind of do this. This seems fine. We can keep pushing them up and up. Eventually we'll get to where we want to get to. But maybe we want to do all three of these at the same time, because we don't want these guys to have a single corridor to run down, because then one of them will get stuck and we will fail. So we can push them back and get through. So now we got both goblins, which is strikingly turned out easier than I was hoping it would. And we can change one goblin into there. Then next we get the other goblin into there. And then we can do the same right here. Challenge completed. Three's company. Not 2, 3. So that's a really tricky challenge. I was actually worried about that. Really worried about... I was worried about this room, and I turned out a lot easier. I was worried about nothing, basically. Go figure. It's probably not... No, not. I mean, I said that was ours room. I'm going to have trouble with a different room. So this room is ridiculously easy. If you have trouble with this room, I'm sorry. This room is incredibly easy. What we got to do is go up here, down here, go like that. Boom. Room clear. So yeah, you're supposed to like maneuver him into here, have him go all the way around here, maneuver him over here. No, we did it as simply as we did. In any case, this trail and scroll right here says, in the next room, 1 north, 1 west, which is above us, kill 2 serpents in the dead end where the goblin starts. Because we got this room. Yeah, so 2 of these snakes we have to kill where that goblin is starting. Now you're probably wondering how, and which 2. Well, first off, this is the last door we're going to kill, because there's no other way out. This one is nearly impossible to get out, because red snakes can't go through the doors. So the only 2 we have available are those 2. So how do we go about doing this? Well, let's just start with this. We all begin somewhere, right? So what we're going to want to do is push him in there and get him up there. And kind of tuck him in that corner. Then we want to get him out. Next, we got to push him in there because he has to walk before us because of how these things work. And we got to push him in there. Actually, no, we do not want him to go in there. I forgot. Yeah, this time now we go up because we want him to go straight through. We don't want him to... we don't want to push him into one of those areas. And then we want to walk around this to kind of push him down. And then once we get down here, we have the snake start dying, but we don't want to fully kill the snake. See, I've already messed up a little bit. What we want to do is kind of get this goblin to chase us, like so. But we want to do it in such a way where we can at least hit the switch. Kind of like that. And then when we finally get through, we can go ahead and tuck this goblin elsewhere. Or we can actually just tuck him in right there and have him force die right there. Okay, there we go. And so now we got one. So the other one, like I said, is this corner one. And what we want to do is have him go right there. And well, we don't want him to completely die out just yet. I think actually we can even yeah, we could do something like that. And now we don't really need to worry about that snake for now. We can just tuck this guy in here where he belongs. And this snake we can fancy maneuver over where we want him to go. Like so. And now we can utilize this goblin to kill the last one. Now I think this is supposed to be a little tricky. You're supposed to go through some sort of maze right here. I'm not even sure. You really don't have to. You can just go down here. And you can just... Or you could just go like and do it exactly what I did. You don't have to go through the maze as intended. I'm not really sure why the maze is there, but I guess it's a flawed maze. Anyway, challenge completed. Master Snake Charmer. So yeah, it's just, you know, this goblin manipulation level. Not too much trouble, really. So now this room is tough. I forget exactly what that challenge scroll says, but I believe it's something like... What's the challenge? I forgot. I'll have to think about it, because I don't actually remember. So basically what we want to do is go through this, oh yeah, he's going to go down there. We want to go through this maze that we have set up for us. And we got certain pathways we can open up for this goblin. And basically we just want to make sure we have it all set up nice and neatly. But I think this is a good start, if any. And actually, now that I think about it, we do want the goblin to be in front of us, I think. That seems kind of silly, because how do we get him in front of us with this crumbly wall? Why am I having so much trouble with this? I used to always be able to do this. Oh yeah, because he has to be chasing us, basically. But anyway, once we get through, maybe not like that. It's gonna have to be this top one. If I can actually stop him from going back. That'd be pretty nice. No, I don't think I can. Oh well. I need to try to get him basically though down here when he's not wanting to go down there. There we go. And then once we got him through, like we finally did. It took so much longer than it needed to be. We can go ahead and run this way. This is like a project. Now you're supposed to use... Yeah, you're supposed to use the trapdoors there, but you don't have to. And then we gotta get this thing basically in here. But the challenge is, don't break the southernmost crumbly wall, and don't drop any of the trapdoors around the orb. So guess what? We didn't break the south crumbly wall, and we didn't do the trapdoors on the north. So that turned out, I just turned out to do the challenge right away. Challenge completed. Don't step on a crack. I actually find it harder to maneuver him down here anyway, so I don't know. I don't see how you break that wall without, you know, getting stuck down there. I don't know. I guess you're intended to have him go up here and then you go down here. I don't know. But anyway, so I think that's it, good for now for this part. So next time, this room. See you then.